Hey everybody, it's Mike from Get Your Rock Out, and I'm sat here outside Rebellion Bar in Manchester with the guitarist extraordinaire from Monument. How you guys doing?
Really good. You alright, man?
You, man? You're right.
Cool. First night of the tour, how you feeling?
Good. Excited.
Excited, yeah.
Just get it.
Just been waiting around for a week now and just going, come on, you know.
I've been waiting in traffic for the past 7 hours.
Yeah,
so,
that too.
So that's, we need to get going.
Yeah, it's not a good start, is it? What happened? There was an accident or something?
Yeah, an accident on the M6, so a 4-hour journey turned into
more like an 8-hour journey.
Yeah.
It's fine. We survived.
Yeah, my first time driving a big van, so I was like all over the shop.
Oh, so it's your responsibility to get everyone there safe and
El
sound?
Capitan, man, on this journey, I guess.
I'm first officer. I drive a little bit, although I don't drive right-hand drive so much, so it's a bit,
German.
We did fine. We did good.
And it can't be worse than the last tour you were on with White Wizard. Didn't go according to plan, from what I understand.
Don't even start.
You know, our part went fine. Like, you know, we showed up and we done the shows, and you know,
and it was really fun. What we did, the whole UK leg wouldn't change a thing. You know, it was really great.
Loved it.
Just a shame we didn't get to go to Europe after.
Yeah, we were all waiting down Matt, our drummer's house.
Yeah,
we were waiting.
We were about to leave for the ferry.
Yeah,
and then we got the call.
Yeah, we were leaving
at 11 at night, and we were going to get up at 4 a.m. to get the ferry. You know.
So we went to the pub and just had a few drinks.
Oh yeah, we got hammered. It was good.
We didn't have a few drinks. We got absolutely slaughtered.
So this was not after the night then where it all went wrong?
No, it sucks for me because it went kind of sour in Cardiff, where I'm from. So
it kind of did, didn't it?
Yeah, man, and I was devastated. But you know, I loved playing there anyway. And then we done London the next day.
Yeah, we did London,
and that was amazing, right? That was
we had so much fun.
Yeah, that was amazing. And then it just we just got a notification that it was off. So we were like, all right,
it just
let's get drunk.
Screwed, yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was a bit of a downer.
It felt weird because it felt like we weren't really coming home yet afterwards. Like, we kept our tour beards for another week or so, just because we didn't feel like we were ready to go home yet. Yeah, man.
Felt weird because I went like straight back to work the following week after, and I was just like, I should be in Italy right now.
Yeah,
this sucks.
You're like, you guys will never believe what happened to me.
No, yeah.
Anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about, this is when these guys were on tour with White Wizard, where I reviewed you last at Club Alter Ego. I think that was literally the last night where everything was fine, and then White Wizard had like their 18th breakup, and Pete had to fill in on stage for them.
Yeah, fair play to the man. You know, that takes, you know, me and Pete were in the band in White Wizard like 4 or 5 years ago. And for him to get up on stage and, you know, he was in the van just like going over the lyrics, and we were like, dude, this is dedication, man.
Yeah, man.
See, now, how long were you in the band then? Because I'm trying to decide who has the record for time spent in the band besides their bassist.
I was in there for about a year and a half, and then...
it was a good run.
It was a good run. Yeah, I enjoyed my time out in LA. I got a suntan. Yeah. You know, as you do.
The jacket.
I drove a Mustang, and the jacket. Yeah. I got a slamming leather jacket from it as well, man. It's beast. Yeah, and so I was there for a year and a half. Pete joined about 6 months in, and then there was complications with his visa, I think, and he had to go back after about 4 or 5 months. And I was kind of gutted because I wanted to be in a band with Pete, because the ideas he had on guitar, and I was like, that's the stuff I want to play, and now we're doing it. So
yeah, man.
And I got this tall bastard with me.
But anyway, enough of the new wave of Canadian metal. We're talking about the new wave of British heavy metal, which, according to all the press I've been reading, including my own, you guys are spearheading right now, because your new album, Renegade's debut album, recently come out. 10 out of 10 all over the shop. I gave it a good review, so that's all I care about. What do you think specifically it is that everyone responds to on the album as the guys who wrote it?
It's what people want from a new wave of British heavy metal.
I think it's just the mixture of all that stuff, kind of the old school influence and the modern polish on it and stuff like this.
You know, I mean, it gives you the production.
It's what we always wanted. So I think that's the thing. We've never been like, we've always done music that we enjoy.
Yeah.
You know.
And you know, there's the production values there, but also we're playing stuff which sounds like Maiden and Thin Lizzy and Judas Priest, which, you know, we grew up listening to them bands, you know, so it's amazing to be able to be in this type of genre which does it, so it's really good.
Yeah.
I was particularly struck by the Maiden influence, particularly on the last track, that little bit in the middle, kind of Seventh Son, you know, that little monologue that happens. I think I actually said in the review that, like, if people think, oh, these guys sound a bit like Maiden, I think it's like if you listen to Kill 'Em All, but it sounds like Diamond Head, you know, it's that kind of thing.
Yeah, I agree,
line.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's like just influences showing through, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's Pete's main influence for the Maiden part. So whenever you hear Maiden, look at Pete, because it's...
It's kind of, we all bring something else in.
Yeah,
You're
man.
more the bluesy guy, I'm more like, more into shred, Queensryche and stuff like that, you know, the American stuff. So.
And I'm like Whitesnake and Led Zeppelin and, you know.
And then Matt is a whole different story. So.
Matt's just a beast, He's just an animal.
I am playing blast beats over everything.
Yeah.
What's the bass playing situation like at the moment? You've got your support band Kane's bassist on stage with you tonight, and as I understand it, there was a bit of a kerfuffle going on when you were recording the album between like bass parts, who was on bass and everything.
Yeah, man. I don't really like to go into depth with it. Like, it's just Chris Dale is our bass player,
Yes.
and because obviously he had stuff booked on these dates way before in advance, before
like
this tour was. So we kind of
got
had
him in kind of last minute to go and do PPM a couple of weeks ago, and he's, you know, he can do some of the dates and then some of them he can't do. So Dan said he'd fill in, and he's done a really great
fair play
job.
to the guy. He's driving the band around. He's playing 2 sets.
Yeah.
You got to take your hat off to the guy. That's intense.
He's done a really great job.
Yeah,
and as far as the album goes, I honestly have no idea whose bass is on what and everything. Mira came and did his part, and you know.
Yeah.
Mirror from Savage Messiah.
Yeah, exactly. And then he left the band sort of like that, you know. So whatever wasn't done had to be done. It was that kind of thing, you know.
Yeah.
And
I believe Pete did some of the bass as well once Mirror left.
Yeah, man, he's a one-man band. He can play drums, guitar, bass.
Yeah,
you know.
anything that needs doing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You know, he's very talented at every single one. It's quite.
Well, it was interesting that you said, you know, he had these great ideas on guitar when you were in White Wizard, you know, that you were kind of responding to, because you guys are both very accomplished in your guitar playing, especially like it really shows on the album. But I mean, how much does he kind of influence the way things are going? Are you guys kind of left to your own devices sometimes, or does he have say on everything?
Kind of think of him as the producer. Like, we'll come in with our own ideas, and he'll kind of, he has such attention to detail, which is great.
Scary attention.
Which is something, because he sees the whole picture rather than, I mean, I try to, but obviously you do get caught up in what you're doing in the moment and that kind of thing. And he'll be like, why don't you try it a little bit like this or a little bit like that? And we'll try different things in the studio. And usually it just makes it that little bit better, you know, when I got Pete there to do it with me. So,
you whatever he suggests, like, you've got your idea and he'll say, right, that's great, let's try mixing it up a bit. And then as soon as you play it the way we've discussed, it's like, that's what needs to be.
It kind of monumentifies us, kind of, you know what I mean? It makes it blend into the band sound that was there long before we joined, kind of, you know what I mean? So it's a good thing. For me, it's a really good thing.
Yeah, he's a brilliant producer to have as well, you know, as well as a front man and, you know, a bandmate and a friend.
Songwriter,
it's unreal.
Yeah, man.
And indeed the record label.
The record label. Yeah, man.
Exactly, man.
Is there like a specific example then on the album where you guys will have written something down, say, and you think to yourself, this is pretty good, this will be a good idea for a song, and then he'll come in and he'll go, let's tweak this a little bit, and then like he makes a little change and you think, oh, it's like a million times better now? Or is there...
Kind of. I mean, we kind of always collaborate in that sort of way where I hardly ever, I've never come in with like a done song. I'll always be like, Pete, check this out. Do you like this? Do you like that? And we'll kind of jam stuff out, and then it kind of develops. These things kind of need time to get ripe and that kind of thing. So we'll probably change a song 4 or 5 times before we go, okay, that's the version now, you know?
Yeah, for me, it was Save Me, like the ballad off the album. I came up with this really fast run-up on my part of the solo, and I didn't realise you had a fast run-up on his part of the solo, so it sounded very similar, and he was like, right, Luke, because you're more the bluesier type, you know, just give us a nice slow slide in, you know, get up the octaves and then shred, and it really works, you know, because after I finished mine, he comes in with his and it just you know, it completes the actual song really, so it's good.
I got to do my thing.
You got to do your thing,
man.
He really gets you guys to play to your strengths then, you would say, as musicians?
Definitely. He wouldn't put you in a position where you're like, you know, because for me it's like, he'd never say, right, Lou, I want you to do this massive sweeping arpeggio ascending, and I'd be like, I don't like sweeping and stuff, you know.
He splits it well between the two of us, I think, you know.
Yeah, because he's all this, you know, technical, tappy, sweeping, and I'm like more
bollocks.
And I just like the, you know,
and he can play notes, you know. I can't play notes. I can play lots of notes.
You can play so fast you don't hear the note.
Yeah, it's just like,
yeah, man.
Tell me about Midnight Queen, because that's my favourite song on the album. Just I think there's something quite badass about it. Just in the way you know it's written, the way it kind of sounds. It's almost like a bit of a Motorhead kind of vibe. You know, the way Motorhead will just sound badass in the way this built in.
Yeah, it's
just got a groove.
It's a blues rock song, but played really heavily, which is what Motorhead do, I guess. So I get where your reference is coming from. But I personally really enjoy that one as well, because that's stuff I grew up with as well. And I used to be in blues rock bands back in Germany and stuff, and it's nice to kind of get that out again.
Yeah, man.
Know? Play loose.
Yeah, it's just to play these songs live to how we record them in the studio is just you give it more of an aggressive, just swing, you know, just hit it hard and see what happens. And you know, if I wasn't in the band, I'd prefer to go see them live, I think.
Yeah, see, I like that one because everything else is like very good, like intricate musicianship, whereas that one, that's the kind of song where you'll be watching a film and like the doors of the bar swing open and that's the music that's playing, you know, like where the guy's like, something. That's what I think anyway, you know. I'm probably talking bollocks.
An idea forwards.
That should be the music video, man.
Exactly.
Just a western.
Exactly.
Like Back to the Future 3.
Let me call Banderas tomorrow and see if we can
Let's do it.
play in Mexico in some bar. It'd be great.
We need to get some leather trousers. That's what we need.
And of course you did do a video for Runaway as well. Was that always like the choice that's going to be the track to represent the album on its way, or was that just let's make a video out of this one?
I don't know, it was kind of half and half. We always said this would be a good single, and then it was like one of the first songs that was done. Yes, and we were really happy with it. It was not like, oh, we'll tweak this again a bit. We were just like, we all listened to it and went, this is awesome. This is benchmark for the rest of the album, you know. And then we said, yeah, why don't we do that as first single? And then, you know, everything else just kind of happens by itself, doesn't it? With, okay, let's do a video for it, and let's this and let's that. So
I didn't even know the video was being filmed. I just showed up and where were we playing?
Otherwise you would have been all like, my hair.
Or even as it was, so like if the camera's on you, just like,
oh no, like just because obviously I drove up from Wales and
on the day
I showed up and Pete was like, we're filming a video, and I was like, okay, I'll get my hair ready. And we're good to go. Yeah, I like the video, it's really good.
Yeah, it's fun. Andrew does such a good job, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Apart from being a beast guitarist, he's also a really good video producer.
Yeah, man. Great guitar player, great songwriter too.
Now, and you guys are doing Black Knight tonight, aren't you? The Deep Purple cover. I just wanted to make sure that was in the set list because I want to see it again.
Yeah, we should be. Yeah, we done it in sound check, and
exactly.
Yeah, it sounds
it's
heavy,
usually in there somewhere. Yeah, I like doing
it. It kind of changes in the set, doesn't it? It's like we never know where it's going to be. It just goes by what the crowd.
We played a lot of the same set last year, and now we've put all the new songs from the album in, kind of. So we're kind of, what we're doing on this tour is just switching things around and seeing what works dynamically, kind of in the longer sort of set, right? Because we're headlining now instead of supporting, right? So I'm sure the first couple of shows is going to be a different set list every night before we settle on something, you know.
And is it still available to buy? And then when people buy it, the proceeds go to charity?
Yeah, that'll run until end of days, you know.
Yeah, man, that's still going on iTunes, Amazon, etc., etc.
You know, so it's for a good cause.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, unfortunately, we're going to have to wrap this into. Do you have a message into the camera for all our readers at Get Your Rock Out?
Check out the album. I think you'd like it.
Buy it. You always do that. Are we making a massive long one?
Massive one.
Yes.
Yeah. Monument. Cool.
Lads from Monument, have a good show tonight, lads. Cheers.